If you've ever tried to make a game before, you probably know how much of a pain it is to balance it. And of course, it only gets worse when you add more parameters that can be balanced. Luckily, most game engines will allow you to change most of these values while playing to allow you to immediately see how these changes affect the game. But I'm working on a multiplayer shooter, and I need other people to be playing the game with me in order to playtest it. Which means in order to playtest, I need to build the game and send it to people. If I want to make a balance change while playtesting the game, I have to go through the entire process of making the change, building the game, uploading the new update, and then making everyone download it, which takes a long time. And if you want to make another change, you have to do it again, and again, and again. We only have limited time to playtest the game because eventually someone will have to leave, so spending half the playtesting session waiting for the game to build, or waiting for everyone to update and get back into the game isn't very good. I've been looking for a way to make this process more streamlined, either by making building and uploading faster, or maybe finding a way to make making the balance changes faster. I have experimented with creating a simple system that loads every value that could need changing from a scriptable object file to save time when trying to find where different stats are located. It helped a bit, but it didn't really solve the problem. In my search for a better solution, I came across a service by Unity, the game engine I use, called Remote Config. And this is exactly what it sounds like it is. It allows you to configure different values in the game remotely. And then you can publish these changes and it will automatically update for everyone without the need for creating a new build. Thanks to creating the centralized place for the balance settings earlier, this was really easy to implement because all I needed to do was modify the code that loads the balance settings from that centralized file and get it to load it from Unity's servers instead. I also made it so that it refreshes and loads all the new stats when you join a game, meaning that now when I make a balance change, nobody even needs to close the game for it to take effect, which means that balancing my game has never been easier. Not only is this very handy when making a multiplayer game, it's also just really great to use in general. I can imagine several cases where something like this could come in handy, and I'm sure you can too. So if you want to implement something like this in your own project, just Google Unity Remote Config. I'm also fairly certain there are ways to do this if you use another game engine, but you will have to research that for yourself. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.